What you up to, Oriange? Is that proof? Garan oracles? Apocrypha? Truth long forgotten. Tale of the beginning of the path we have been set upon. Fates were ordained long ago, Archon. Guardians are no exception. Nor the Triad. You know what must be done. What are you doing, Oriange? How do we finally get to see her again? Everyone has their orders. Masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. It will be bloody. However it hit, better be. Squeenix, was that camera angle really necessary? Cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have our responsibilities. You know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. Well, guess we get to find out what's up with them soon. You know, Archon, been looking all over for you. We received news regarding Philomene, Horibalder, and Coltonet. Something happened. No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsolomitza. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful ink pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Why, the wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. Pleasure to see you too, Alfino. Ah, Thancred. And Kyle. Brings the two of you here. Kyle and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. We just have found the answer. Archon, when you were fleeing Oldal with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all quite hypothetical, but I suppose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Unfortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battlefield where Archon felled the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield them from the magic I invoked. Kryla and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the other therein. Two of you? Alone? I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryla while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Archon come along, who will see to Philomene's grand homecoming? Put it like that. Very well, I'll trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Doctor and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Levinson docks? Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm getting sent anywhere near Idleshire relatively shortly. So we are just going to take a diversion and deal with weekly things we have to do here. So I did, over the course of the week, already make the first batch of items I need here. So let's just go ahead and hand them in. Alchemical potations, rations here. Admiral needs all the supplies she can get, and this should serve quite nicely. And let's take a closer look. Oh, Archon, it's absolutely stunning! So stunning, it's a shame I have to sell it, but I will make the ultimate sacrifice for the children. 2. He's just going to say the same thing because we are able to max them out now, and 3. Zoe is ever so grateful to you, Archon. Thanks to you, the Maelstrom will have enough material to wage 1,000 wars. You can just hear the sound of the pirates a-firing and hulls a-cracking. Did I mention that I wanted to be a pirate when I was small? And that is the next rank up for her. Archon. Oh, Archon. You'll be happy to know that Zoe's instincts were right on the mark once more. My contact in Limpsa tells me that the material you collected for the Maelstrom was, and I quote, a bloody godsend. Those were the Admiral's own words. Can you believe it? Zoe still can't believe it. Every piece has been sold off, and at prices that have our coffers overflowing like never before. Now I can finally provide the children with the life they deserve. 1 square meal a day to accompany their usual porridge. Blankets and bedding free of mold and moth holes. Shoes with actual soles. Finally, Zoe can treat herself to a fresh bowl of pineapple pudding every other day. And what's she gonna eat the other day? Nothing, of course. But don't worry, I just close my eyes, savor the swells wafting in from Odd Karag's kitchen, and chomp my teeth together. If I try really hard, I can almost convince myself that I'm dining on a full-course meal. Satisfaction up! Savior of the orphanage. Still much work to be done before the finances of Enfina's arms are stable. To that end, Zoe El Diapo has a new favor to ask of you. To think Zoe would live to see the day when Enfina's arms was finally free of debt. Not that I'd actually die, of course. At least, not for a while. I mean, we're all going to die one day, right? That conversation took a depressing turn. What I meant to say is, thank you oh so much for all you've done. Thanks to you, Archon, business is thriving, and Zoe can finally keep Menfina's arms running on her own. Takepe, what brings you out here? Is something the matter? Oh no. Zoe, forget your lunch again. Zoe, it's friend. I told her my name day was coming and she started crying. She said she doesn't know when her name day is. And I started crying too. First came to Menfina's arms, I cried in my bed every night. Tried to smile in front of you, Miss Zoe, but down, I knew that Mommy and Daddy were never coming back. Chloe was so nice to me, and Chloe would always cheer me up with stories about dragons, and I wasn't crying anymore. So I want to do for her what Chloe and Miss Chloe did for me. I do, Miss Chloe. Give her my name day. I would, but... Yes, if only... Wait! Takeda, you're a genius! Don't you see? We'll just declare your name to the day of all your friends who don't have a name day of their own. We can all celebrate together, and none will have to feel alone. That's such a great idea, I wish I'd thought of it. Or wait, did I? Chloe, can we really? It would make her so happy. Of course we can. We're gonna need presents. Not just any presents. Presents so delightful that these poor boys and girls will be able to forget, if only for a day, all the pain, suffering they've endured there. I'm sorry, I seem to have something in my eye. Get yourself together, Chloe. Standing around here sniffling isn't gonna get anything done. Well, now, Archon, I think you know what we have to do. Are you ready to get collecting? So now, what do you want now? Heartfelt gifts. Level based, custom deliveries, slowly. Heartfelt gifts needs 3 components first, so we are going to need 9 in total. You can mount up in Ishgard. There. Common? Other? Okay, we are nowhere near cap. Scrap Salvager. Is Heartfelt Gifts in here? Yes, it is. We need 9 of you. Oh, bloody hell. I bought the wrong thing. Oh. I needed to buy this. Are they? They're there. Let's take the loss. Component is what we need 9 of. We wouldn't have needed 27 of the other one. That should finish it. Yep, that maxes. Once. Didn't really need to use the Master's Mend, but oh well. And done. Sup, Zoe? Got your stuff. Present for the children? How kind of you. Your side of the box is sure to fill their hearts with joy and wonder. I suppose it will have the same effect on me. Let's take a look now. Present for the children? How terribly thoughtful of you. Thanks to you, this will be one of the happiest days of their lives. I'm sure of it. Another level up for Weaver. And that's a week done. Working as hard as ever, I see. Whatever would Sloey do without you? Out on the street eating stale bread and month-old pineapple pudding, that's where. So don't forget to give yourself a rest from time to time. Can I interest you in a bowl of pineapple pudding? I don't think it's rotten yet. That's the week done. The other thing I prepped. We'll see how much I get through it. To talk to First Guild? Where are you exactly? Yeah, you're by the Weaver's Guild. Okay, Mr. Rose, what do you want now? Seriously? Greetings, Arkham. I trust you haven't let your needlework last since last we spoke. I'm busy as ever, of course. The orders come and go, go and come. Sometimes I miss when I could wander abroad to study fashion. But that time is long past. The burden of being a guildmaster, I suppose. But you, my friend, are free as a bird, aren't you? Wonder if I mightn't travel vicariously through you, Archon. Love nothing more than to learn what the seamstresses have dreamed up during the Holy Sea's isolation. Yes, you could work there as a proper weaver, learning the tastes of lords and ladies alike. If you serve a noble house, all the better. I suppose that does raise the question of which noble house, of course. I have no connections in the Holy See, I'm afraid, and my knowledge of Ishgard is limited. Well, save for House Hallanot. The sigil is a red rose upon a field of black. A rose is a rose is a rose, as they say. And if one of their guardsmen has any wit, then you may well land a commission. Failing that, I'll leave you to your own devices. Good luck. Then you want me to go back to Foundation. Vigil? Yep. Have we worked for a weaver? No, lad, I'm afraid we've not the guild for such now. But the way I hear it, House Dorner is rolling in the coin. Make your pitch to one of their guards. Mayhap they'll throw some custom your way. Can promise you anything, sir. It's above my station. Ah, but one moment. I do remember hearing that Madame Glenda was looking for one with your skills. She's the widow of a noble. You must have fought Sol in Ishgard. I imagine you'll find her in St. Remonod's Cathedral. It's not. simplest path to get to from... Oh, I forget that door actually opens. Yes, I am Glenda, and you're a weaver. Praise the Lord. You're the answer to my prayers. Consider yourself hired. It's my daughter, Averil. I'm schooling her in weaving, but no matter what I say, she doesn't learn. I've spent moons working with the child to no avail. I had nowhere to turn but to the Fury. I begged her for a proper tutor. Now here you are. Please, go to my daughter. I've told her time and again to stay at home, but she's the most willful child. So you likely find her idling about near the Ark of the Venerable. This is the start of 3.2. So I'm leaning toward just starting that patch next time, depending on how long doing this takes. So I'm Avril. Did Mother hire you? Pleasure to meet you then. Just taking a breath of air. It's so delightfully fresh here. I like my stuffy old house. Honestly, I can't stand being stuck indoors. It's always been just me and Mother. She lost Father to the war and took comfort in religion. Now she's only ever at the cathedral praying, or at home telling me how to talk, how to dress, how to act. To be a chirurgeon to the knighthood. Gotten quite good at conjury, but would Mother allow it? No, it wasn't maidenly enough. Instead, she saddled me with this insufferable weaving. I know she's worried about losing me, but I ask you, what harm is there in me leaving the house? She's trying to keep me trapped in her little bloody cage for all my life. There you are, Avril. Ah, I see you've met your new weaving instructor. Order anything you wish, my girl. His work can be something you aspire to. But remember, practice makes perfect. So practice. I've told you 1,000 times that a maid of your birth shouldn't hang around places like this. You belong at home, alongside your loom and rosary. Is that clear? It's Mother. Nice hat. I do. I can't say no to her. She sacrificed so much raising me by herself. I can't live like this forever. It's forced to lie. Work isn't so bad in reality, but if she knew that... Intention of studying under you, kind as you seem to be, I simply have no need to. Since Mother already has you on retainer, so I suppose I could do with some new clothes, and my skills aren't equal to yours. So when I find an article I can't make myself, I'll be in touch with my order. Until then. Yeah. Next quest at 53.